Welcome back to the channel. Now, just as a quick disclaimer, I did purchase this equipment with my own money for my own personal use. So all of the opinions of these products are my own opinion. I am not sponsored in any way to share any information about these products. So if you see anything that you want to check out, there will be links in the description below for anything I go over in this video. With that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so first up is the most important upgrade I did to my studio setup, which was getting this mic system from LRDDY, or however you say the name, off from Amazon. I spent 30 bucks and this kit is amazing. First of all, this mic system was super easy to set up. You just plug the receiver into your phone, turn on the mic, and it auto connects right to your camera. So as soon as you hit record, it starts recording through the mics. Now, another thing I love about these mics is the connection. Now, this mic system does have adapters for both Apple and Android phones, which makes it super convenient. So no matter what kind of phone you have, you will have an adapter to be able to use it. One thing I love about this mic system is how easy it was to set up. All I did was connect the receiver into the phone, turn the mic on once it was fully charged, and it was ready to go. Once you open up your camera app, it auto detects the mic and you can start recording without any hassle of any setup whatsoever. Now, another thing I love about these mics is the clip that comes with it. So it's a magnetic clip that you can clip on just like this. Clip it onto your shirt, or this magnet is actually strong enough to go inside your clothes, like I have it here, and connect it to anywhere on your clothing you want. That makes it the most convenient for you. Now, the battery for these microphones will supposedly last 12 hours from an hour-and-a-half charge, which is really great for recording because I don't have to worry about the battery dying. But with this system, if the other battery dies, I have a backup mic to fall back on. Now, the one drawback to this mic system that I don't really care that much for is it did not come with a case. So there's no charging case. It just came with one little cable here to charge your mics, which you have two mics, one cable for two mics, which is a little bit inconvenient if you want to get both mics charged at once, but it is a USB-C cable. So you will be able to use any USB-C cable to charge your other mic if you need to charge them both in a pinch. Now, even though this mic system did not come with a case, it did come in a little tray inside the box. So I actually used this tray just to keep everything nice and organized when I'm not using it. Obviously, I'm using an adapter, a mic, and a clip to clip the mic to my shirt right now. But even without the case, I only paid 30 bucks for this mic system, and I would much rather pay for quality of sound than any of the extras that come with it. So as a budget-friendly mic, I love this mic system. Now, when I purchased these mics off from Amazon, I paid 30 bucks for it. It was on sale for 70% off, so it was normally a $100 system. I don't know how long the sale is going to last for, but at the time of recording this video, the microphones still are on sale for $30. All in all, I'm super happy with these microphones. I love that I only paid 30 bucks for them. Yes, I would have preferred a charging case to go with it, but at the end of the day, I'd rather pay for the performance of the microphones rather than any of the extras that go with it. These microphones are easy to connect, easy to use, and are a huge upgrade over the smartphone speaker that I was using in my previous video. All right, next up we have the studio lights that I got for my setup. This was the second most important upgrade that I got for my studio. Now, this studio light set did come in a 2-pack. I have one light that I'm using right here and another light that I'm actually using for another project in another part of my house, which makes it super convenient in case I ever need to bring that light in for another studio light into my setup. Now these lights did come with tripod stands that adjust up to 73 inches tall, which is more than enough for a home studio, especially if you're sitting at a desk. These studio lights do have a built-in diffuser, so it does soften the light a little bit when you're using them, as well as plenty of settings on the remote that you can adjust the warmth and the softness of the light, as well as the brightness of the light as well. These lights do run very cool, so I can keep them running as long as I need to while recording without heating up the room or the back of the light getting very hot. And one thing I absolutely love about these lights is even fully assembled, fully extended and everything, these lights are super lightweight, so I can quickly move them out of the way when I'm done recording for easy storage. Now, unfortunately, the one drawback to these lights is the remote is not a wireless remote. It's integrated into the power cord, which makes adjusting the lights a little bit of a pain because you got to get up, go to the light, adjust the brightness or the warmth of the light, come back, look at your shot, and see if it's where you want it. It's just a small little nitpicky thing that makes it a little bit inconvenient, but all in all, the light does what I need it to do, and it does provide good clarity to my face when I'm using the light. These aren't the biggest lights, they're not the most fancy lights, but I wasn't really going for that. I was just trying to find a budget light to help make my face look better in the videos, which this light does its job really well. For the 60 bucks I paid for these lights, I got two lights that do everything I need them to do. They're super simple to set up and take down when I need to take them down. I would highly recommend this light set for anybody that's looking for a budget light just to get started. Alright, so next on this list is this tripod that I got off Amazon. I absolutely love this thing. It makes recording videos so much easier. I honestly could have put it as number 2 on the list, but I did not want anybody choosing a tripod over lighting for their videos, as lighting does make your videos look so much better. Like the light stands, this tripod is super lightweight and it'll fold up when I'm not using it, so I can literally store it anywhere. This tripod extends from 11.5 inches to 18 inches tall, so you can literally shoot from any angle in between those two settings to give you the perfect shot that you want if you're shooting from your desk. Now there's a couple of downsides I found to this tripod. The first being, even though it does rotate 360 degrees and do a 90 degrees up and down tilt, the tilt doesn't really tilt down very much. So it'll tilt more up 90 degrees than down, which means I can't really set it for higher and tilt the angle down a little bit if I wanted to get a shot like that. But all in all, it's not too big a deal. The other drawback I found is, as far as weight, it doesn't support a lot of weight. So if you're using a phone to record your videos, it's absolutely perfect. But anything heavier than a phone, it's not going to support the weight very well, and you'll see the camera starting to sag down if you're using something other than a phone. After using this tripod, I will upgrade this tripod eventually when I do get a new camera, as this tripod is really only good for cell phones. However, for right now, it does everything I need it to do. I love having this tripod for my phone, and it makes recording so much easier than the setup that I had before when I was using a Kleenex box to set my phone on as a little makeshift stand for my phone. Coming in at just 20 bucks, this was one of the cheapest upgrades I did to my studio, but it was definitely one of the most valuable upgrades that I did to my setup as well. Alright, so now that we have the camera setup taken care of, I had the sound taken care of, and I had the lighting for the camera taken care of, I really wanted to do something to improve the background lighting of my videos. The solution I found was I ended up getting a 2-pack of these RGB light stands, as well as a corner standing RGB light that ended up working together really well to be able to light the back of my studio. Coming in at 90 bucks, the 2-pack of RGB lights was actually the most expensive purchase for my studio, but it's something that I really am happy that I got. The stands that come with these lights make them really easy to put anywhere I want in my studio to help light the back wall. And being a 2-pack, it gives me lots of versatility to be able to light the background the way I want to light it. And the lights also break into 4 sections, so if you want to only use 2 sections, you can, as well as removing the stand to make them just an RGB light strip, you can do that too. So it makes it really convenient to be able to set these lights up any way I want to be able to light the background and have it look just the way I want it to. Now, like I said, I also got a corner light. That light is almost the exact same light as the standing lights. The only difference is the corner stand that comes with it. Makes it harder to put anywhere else but a corner. But for putting in a corner, it's absolutely perfect as you can get it completely flush with the wall. Now, even though the corner light is made by a different manufacturer than the 2-pack of freestanding lights, I do use the same app to control all of them, which makes it super convenient because I can turn all my lights for my RGB lighting on and off with just one simple tap of my phone. And that makes it super simple to be able to get my studio set up, taken down whenever I'm ready to record. The only thing about these lights that I wasn't really that big on is the 3 lights. You also get 3 remotes, like this little guy right here, which seems like a good idea when I got it, but when I tried using the remote, it also was affecting the other RGB stuff in my room. So I ended up finding that the app was the absolute best way to control these lights. Not only does the app allow me to control each light, whatever color I want it to be, but it also allows me to control everything at once or one at a time, whatever I choose to do, as also creating different lighting profiles for the lights so I can have different effects for each kind of light if I choose to do that. For me, I like keeping them just a static color as it creates less flashiness in the video. So with that being said, anybody that does end up getting these lights, I would definitely recommend using the app over the remote control that comes with them, as you just have a lot more customization and it's much easier to use once you get it all set up. Even though these lights were one of the more expensive parts of my studio build, I am super happy I got them, as it makes a huge difference in the way my video looks. Even though the lights are made by different manufacturers, the fact that you can control all of them through the same app makes setup super simple, super easy to use, and makes it worth the $90 that I ended up paying for the 2 lights, plus the $40 that I paid for the corner light. Plus, being able to customize these lights both physically and through the app as I need to, as my studio changes and my needs change, makes them a great investment for long-term use. All right, so the last thing that I got for the setup is something that I wasn't even planning on getting, but I am so happy that I did. It was this little Bluetooth remote for my camera. This thing will connect to Android and Apple phones alike, and it is super easy to set up. It took me all of about 30 seconds to get it set up and be able to start using it for the camera on my phone. Once you connect this remote to your phone via Bluetooth, it makes recording way simpler, as I can start and stop recordings as well as zoom in and zoom out. The other thing that makes it nice is I can get my phone set up to the shot I want, the angle I want, everything like that, and be able to start and stop the recordings without having to even touch my phone or worry about refocusing the shot once I'm done recording. As far as cons go for this remote, I can't even really think of any. Coming in at 15 bucks, I wasn't expecting very much out of this thing, but it has made recording videos so simple. I absolutely love this remote, and I can't say enough good things about it. Overall, at $15 for this remote, even though it's one of the cheapest things I got for this setup, it is one thing that I absolutely enjoy using the most. Overall, even though this was the cheapest part of my setup, this is absolutely my favorite part of the setup, as it makes recording my videos so much easier than I thought it would. And I absolutely love that it was so cheap and such a game changer for recording videos. I absolutely love this remote, and I would recommend it to anybody looking to use their phone to record their videos, especially from a tripod. It's definitely one of those products where I didn't know I needed it until I actually had it. So there you have it, folks, my $255 YouTube studio setup. If you want to see just how big a difference it made, feel free to go back, look at my first video, and see how different the lighting and the sound was with that video compared to this one. In under $300, I was able to address the lighting for my camera, the background lighting, the sound, and having a mount for my camera with a simple little tripod that made shooting my video way more fun, way easier, and I absolutely love this studio setup that I have now until I'm able to upgrade into the future. Obviously, there are better versions of everything mentioned in this video, more expensive versions, but that's not quite where we are right now, as I was looking for the cheapest options available that still work relatively decent for my setup. Well, that'll do it for this video. Thank you to everyone who stayed and watched till the end of the video. If you feel like any of these products would help you or you want to look into them further, there are links to everything down in the description below. If you found this information helpful, please feel free to giving a like to the video and subscribing to my channel, as it really helps me out to grow the channel. If anybody has any questions, comments, or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to respond to each and every one. Thank you to everyone, and I will see you in the next video.